Hey, boy.
Get over here.
His name is Lenny, and he is one of us. So don't be calling him boy now, Bill. He don't like that no more.
For every gang in existence, you get a Lenny Summers. Things being hard to know any better, but all in up until their time comes. But his reasons for things separated his story from the entire bunch. Lenny was one of the youngest around. This and so much more led him on a path to want to prove himself. With every move he made was his desire and attempt for acceptance. Becoming an outlaw, black, who could he actually be accepted by in that time? So of course, being took in by the Venderlin gang, he made sure to be dependable and again, accepted by all involved.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey everybody, Dutch is back!
When the gang found themselves on the run in the mountains, of course he was the one to stand guard for that fact alone and was happy to do it over standing his part.
What we doing here, Arthur? Freezing to death so we can eat each other?
I hope not.
Still, I doubt any lawmen will be foolish enough to follow us up here.
Exactly. If you see anyone coming,
Shoot him. Of course.
But even then, things were in the way that made him hungry for that acceptance. Being what most of the crew was said regarding him made him feel separated.
You lot have all turned yellow. Apart from you, of course. Shut up, Micah.
If that wasn't telling, Micah continued to say things that showed this was something that lacked for Lenny. Again, simply acceptance.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
I don't feel like being laughed at by the likes of you two. Stop it!
All he could do, and be, instead of taking things like this personal, was be ready when he was called on to do something.
Are we goddamn ready?
Ready, Dutch.
Good. We got this covered, Arthur. Go with Dutch. You boys be ready to pick them off from up there.
Sure thing.
Dutch later would even salute him for his efforts en route to a robbery. Lenny, of course, being happy to be involved, alongside ready for it, for that acceptance.
And what about young Lenny here? Always the first man on his horse.
Just happy we're back at him, Dutch.
Even Dutch, noticing him always being the first on his horse, is telling along, showing him eager for it.
You sure you're ready for this, kid?
Of course I'm ready.
Is everyone clear on what they're doing?
Yep, crystal.
Yes, boss.
Things not going the best, he even assisted, almost not even making it.
Oh shit! Dude, pull me up! Help!
I've got you. Now stop yelling.
Yeah, you're okay.
He even wanted to show Arthur it was nothing he wouldn't do.
There's another guard up ahead. You want me to take him?
And stopping the train now with Arthur and Micah, what he did this day was noted. Micah even noticing his eagerness, calling him king, and giving him props for it, although it was a lot he felt about him.
You're just gonna stand there, kid. Pour me some brandy, will ya? I'm parched.
Shut up. Me and Arthur did all the work.
yeah, kid did good. Didn't see you rushing to jump on that train.
He's king. I'll give you that. Here, make yourself useful. At least we all know you can read.
Give me those.
But the gang now moving, Dutch will have him and Micah advance before everyone else. But even with the good said about him, things still were implied and said that kept him going down that road of wanting acceptance.
Lenny! Micah, get over here!
Yes, boss.
You two ride up ahead, make sure there's no surprises. We've had enough of those. Me with the boy? Just go. Come on, kid. You can buy me a whiskey.
He wouldn't be seen for some time, being now with Micah, but even with that, him not being present was seen throughout, although he wasn't around to see it. One of the things he kept with him would be a letter from his father 5 years earlier, of course telling things about Lenny. Before a lot shows, his father, to say the least, had something in him that he gave to Lenny, going to say how he was more of a tutor than a father. The world being a certain way, his dad did the best he could in trying to give him positive advice, going to reveal even his father felt Lenny redeemed. But he also would show that him being a slave, again, made Lenny what he was. His father telling him to learn how to accommodate to all useful labor. His dad wanted him to be a lawyer, something not real. But of course, what things became, he still became what his father would want in a way. Again, What had him away from his time away was him accommodating himself to all useful labor. When things didn't go right, though, we'll see how he took it, which is, of course, telling.
They got Micah! Dutch! Arthur!
What's going on?
They got Micah. He's been arrested for murder. He was in Strawberry.
It's okay, son. Breathe.
Lenny felt like he let the gang down with Micah getting arrested, Dutch even telling them to calm down. But again, he was conditioned to have this reaction. Of course, as many know, though, this alone led him into going into town just to calm him down.
You okay, Lenny?
Yeah, of course I'm okay.
You don't seem okay. You take that kid into town. Valentine, not Strawberry. Get him drunk.
Come on, son.
On the way, he even wanted to accompany getting Micah back, having to be reassured that he didn't fail and to relax.
You're all right now. We'll take care of it.
So you gonna go get him? I'll come with you.
No, you leave it to me. For now, let's drink some. Forget about Micah.
It was drink that started all this.
We'll just have a couple. Settle you down, then head back, okay?
Okay.
Oh.
But this encounter showed how much of a likable guy Lenny was. Even Arthur, starting to look for him, showed he didn't have to prove himself as he might have thought.
Leave the kid alone, you goddamn animals.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Nobody.
And of course, as far as Lenny and what he did see was why he held on like he did.
Arthur, what are you doing?
You're a good friend to me, Arthur.
Having a set of people that made him feel something he never really had.
Cheers. Cheers.
There they are! There they are! Those are the men! I got him! Here! I got the bastard!
So, that night at the saloon in Valentine, were we really slapping each other in the face?
I have a vague memory of that, yes.
Huh. Makes me wonder about the bits we don't remember.
Even with him back around now, he even spoke on what he wanted to be around when time came from him. That being around family and friends, the two things around him at this point.
When I die, I just want to be buried with friends.
Me too. With friends or with family.
I don't think it matters more than that.
And of course, he had no regrets for the most part when it came down to where he was at.
You regretting falling in with us yet? Didn't figure we'd be on the run like this.
I'd been on the run for a long time before this.
But even when it came back down to things, it was hard for him not to realize what he was trying to be, he already was. Not even seeing what he had others didn't.
You know, I wish my head was as screwed on at your age.
Thanks, I guess. Doesn't always feel that screwed on.
Now, Lenny. You're too smart to spend the rest of your life robbing banks.
And for the most part, around this time, he spent his time guarding the camp, but we'll continue to see the things he battled.
Lenny,
Hey, Arthur.
that knife's sharp enough, ain't it?
Depends. Why? You feel lucky?
Do you?
Oh, before me, at least 6 generations were born in chains. And for the last 3 years, I've been running from every lawman and bounty hunter west of the Lanahassee River. So yeah, I feel lucky. I'm the living embodiment of luck.
That is one way of seeing things.
The fact he felt at this point things were off luck is of course telling alone, not seeing his own he brung. But of course, this will lead into a game and attempts to still be accepted.
But I'm also scared.
And in this game, you got to have luck and skill.
As stupidity.
The Outlaw's Trinity. Luck, skill, and just a dose of stupidity. Come on, you ain't too old and too slow just yet.
After you.
But moving forward, as many know, the crew moving south For a guy like Lenny, as many know, this was a problem for the obvious.
So, when are we heading west again?
I don't know. Probably no time soon.
Even north. Anywhere but down here.
Even then, though, he didn't complain. But being south simply will reveal many things, to say the least, opening wounds. We'll see more that he was still honored and noticed.
You know, Dutch did a good thing with you. He's taken on more murderers and degenerates than I care to count, but he was right with you. I didn't see it at first, but I was very wrong. I want you to know that.
Thank you.
But this area led him into opening up a lot about his history, which was simply always fighting.
You know, my mama was born in a field. Literally. In a field. Her mama was picking cotton. Didn't even know she was pregnant. Came over funny and she gave birth right in the field. And the goddamn overseer, he took my mama away and made my grandmama get up and finish picking. Overseer was sweet on her and used to be her. After she was set free at the end of the war, he tried it again and she killed him with a knife. They nearly lynched her, but she ran away and my mama never saw her again.
Even the actions his grandmother did was why he became what he did, something to follow in a way. And down the line, he even started to open up about his father. He gives him praise, but something he felt his father didn't do was, of course, telling alone.
My ma was from field stock, but daddy, he worked indoors. He was a house nigger. That's what they called him. But he could read and write, and he never worked in the fields. He was educated. His pa the same. They were tutors. Man, nobody liked him. Not the whites and not the blacks. But he was smart, my pa. And I loved him, and he taught me how to read. He taught me to judge people for what they are, not how they look.
But, one thing he couldn't teach me was how not to care.
The fact Lenny could acknowledge he might have cared too much as far as his place in life started to show, while even getting reassurance from a lot of people, it still was hard to see it for himself. What he did simply wasn't enough for him. And even with him continuing talking about his father, his actions would show him and how he even got to a point of what things became for him.
Some drunks picked on him walking home one night, and they beat him and killed him. So I was 15 at the time. I stole a gun, and I shot him. So then they wanted me, so I went on a run. I ran right till I bumped into Dutch. And my pa, he wanted me to be a lawyer.
Well, I guess I've ended up working in the law, in a way of seeing things.
Any system that can kill my daddy?
That ain't a system I want to be a part of.
Things would even show him still honoring for acceptance when it came down to his family, which of course spilled into the gang as a whole.
The master gave my father his dead brother's watch and told him as he did so, time will catch up with us all. A year later, he set them free and hanged himself the very next night. My father gave me that watch. Beautiful, big pocket watch it was. And now, I've gone and lost it fleeing Blackwater. When I get some spare money, I'ma buy myself another one to honor both my father and them folks that saved his life.
And again, being in the area he was in, things led him to, of course, simply be okay with what he became.
A couple of morons threatened to lynch me. So, I ran away, came back, robbed them.
Good lad.
With Lenny, of course, continuing in his ways, bringing things to the table still showed to be the goal.
I got something. Could be good.
Yeah? Worth taking a look at least, isn't it?
That was my thinking. Said it was at some place called Shady Bear, deep in the woods.
Okay.
On the way to something useful for the gang, though, it still were things, again, that made him be at a place of being judged.
Yeah, we won't find no shortage of angry Peckerwood idiots in the state of Lemoyne. That's for sure.
Is it really that different in this state? We haven't come far.
It seems like it is.
These boys got a manner about them, but I haven't necessarily noticed.
All respect, Mr. Morgan. You wouldn't notice. Might call you a nigger lover. They see us riding like this. But most of it is a glance or a word. And after that, a visit in the night.
Well, out west, it's...
Out west is out west. And you're all who you are. Right? Decent folks. But some places down here, they judge differently.
Well, now, guess it can't be so easy for you, Lenny. Sorry you're caught up in this.
Well, I guess their gold's still shining, and their guns still shooting. So I'm game for robbing any and every one of these bastards for all they got.
Okay, then.
Things still working out regardless, though, led Lenny to still wanting that acceptance.
You did good. I know Sean's been bringing in quite a lot lately, and I wanted to... It's good to have something to show like this.
Sean's a loudmouth bragger.
Don't worry about what Sean does.
Hey, I like them, you know?
Well, so do I, against my better judgment.
Just... You worry about you.
He wasn't on Leviticus Cornwall's train with me. We had to dig him out of Blackwater.
But nothing.
Me and Dutch, and everyone who counts. We know what you do for this gang. We notice. Keep it up. You're gonna start seeing things change for you.
And Arthur reassuring him people noticed who he was and what he brung, as we're going to hear, it meant a lot to him.
Okay, then. Okay. Thank you, Arthur.
These are fine rifles.
Right?
I'm gonna keep one, just for me.
Hey. I always enjoy
While riding with you, kid.
You know how to fight. Hey, you too.
This alone, though, led Lenny to be even more eager. Down the line, he partook in a bank robbery, of course getting what he wanted out of it.
So, how are you feeling about this, Lenny?
Well, at first I thought it was a bad idea. But then I figured, they all are if you think about them long enough.
Certainly have been recently.
I mean, why the hell not? Roll with it. I just told him we needed you along.
I appreciate the confidence, kid.
And if we didn't rob this bank, we really would be slipping.
Thoughts like that. And you're one of us, no doubt. Sure hope so.
Even when things started to take a turn, of course he was there as well.
First Sean, now Jack. We should have stayed out of all of this.
It was even revealed after Sean's death, he attempted to teach him how to read, something he was taught to do.
You know, Sean was just starting to get good at the reading.
Yeah, he liked you. In his own crazy way.
Ain't the same.
But even with all that, to say the least, things down the line would simply show to be a reminder for him.
Hey, Dutch, we got a problem.
His role within the gang was one thing as far as having that sense of acceptance. But even with that, when the ones outside of that, again, simply was a reminder.
Come on. Get your damn hands off of me, boy.
Any ideas?
I know a big old house, hidden in the swamps outside Saint Denis. I'm sure they'll find us eventually, but it should buy us a few days.
A few days is all we need.
There's a spot out by Shady Bell. Lenny and I got into that dispute with the previous occupiers. Place is well hidden.
You and Arthur, ride out to make sure no one else has moved in. Lenny, you go follow those fools out of here. Make sure that they leave.
So now going deeper into the South, as you can guess, he would continue his ways, but feeling what he wasn't trying to feel.
Just think, we wouldn't be here if you and me hadn't cleared the place out.
I'll be happy when we move on, to be honest.
Here comes Lenny. All right.
Even him being a driver for Dutch and Arthur, Jose and Bill is telling. But as many know, even what made him more eager simply would be a dream. The moment Dutch came with the Tahiti idea for Lenny, just the idea of a place that would accept his kind and being around people that did accept him was all it took to make him see things through, even if it was unimaginable.
So, what do you think it's gonna be like? Tahiti.
Can't even picture it. All of us, a place like that.
Me neither.
That now keeping him pushing. Even more when it came down to earning, he went out his way to not make it a big deal.
It's just a little robbery, all right? Nothing serious.
Good. What are you robbing?
A stage.
But even with that, he wanted to do it alone.
You and, who?
I don't know. I thought I'd do it on my own.
But this, of course, is telling, though. Him trying to show he could simply do it. For really the pat on the head.
It'll be unprotected. Won't be a huge take, but I should make out okay.
There ain't no such thing as unprotected.
I don't need no hand-holding offer.
Oh, come on, kid. But if we decide to do it once we've had a look, I'm taking half the money.
With this, he continued to show his uneasiness with the area, leading him into showing he also wanted to be in a certain hierarchy, partially why he felt like he wasn't enough.
I'll be glad to leave this place behind if I'm honest. Got a bad feel to it.
At least it's got a roof.
You've got a roof. Of course, I'm outside with the juniors.
Oh, you ain't even 20 years old. Your time will come.
And it being revealed he wasn't even 20 simply showed why he took the approach he did throughout and what he put on himself. Arthur looked at Lenny having time on his side. Meanwhile, it's revealed he wasn't even around for a year, but again, didn't have to prove.
You're just gonna have to trust me on this one, Arthur.
Okay, I do. You've more than proved yourself the past 6 months.
Don't forget, I was on the run for murder before falling in with you boys. For 3 years. It ain't like I'm new to any of this.
But that was everything to Lenny, as we heard, even before him getting with the people he was around. Even with this play, though, still showed it was a lot he wasn't on point with. A lot to learn, to say the least. But again, he was perceived to be and have time on his side.
As soon as they're close enough, we'll jump out, hit them fast. Just wait for my lead, okay? I said wait for my lead.
You alive?
Yeah. Are you?
Evidently.
That was not the way I was expecting things to go.
You took us into a trap.
Look, I'm telling you, it was good information. Wait. Look, there's some money here.
Not much. Yeah, ain't much, because it was a trap.
Stage companies do this all the time. They set up traps to catch fools.
Shit.
Like you and me.
I feel like a fool. Well, that's good, because you are a fool. You're still alive, so don't worry too much about it.
This alone, he would be in another robbery gone wrong. Acceptance making him do his best to protect Arthur and Dutch.
There's a ton of cops out there.
What we gonna do, gentlemen? Something. Follow me, gentlemen. Go.
And of course, he continued to be told what he would want to hear.
Well, we made it. Thanks to you. Don't mention it. Yeah, you're a good kid.
And we each got $15. Oh, and a quarter.
Don't forget the quarter. Shut up, Arthur.
But even little things like Dutch giving Lenny the $15.25 showed really what he got out of things. But of course, that wasn't noticed, being what he wanted, not having a price on it.
Come on, I'm taking you back to camp.
Hey, you did real good there, Lenny.
Just wish it could have turned out better. Well, can't win them all.
Again, though, what he was known was known. Dutch being comfortable having him on his side when the gang went to kidnap Bronte.
Lenny, Bill, you with me.
But even with this attack, he took things a little too far, staying back to make sure that everyone else made it. Making it, though, still was to continue to be accepted and noticed as far as what he already had established.
Oh, come on, Lenny.
All right, come on. Let's get out of here.
And now with things being set to where he could lead us south into a paradise land where everyone else is accepted, including him, that he could be alive to see it, the road brought to him, as many know, was followed.
Lenny and John, should he deign to join us, cover the front doors.
Lenny, outside of everyone else, had a promising future, Educated, hungry, young, also a kid, but not realizing or seeing a kid battling wanting not to just be judged in the world outside the camp, which is why he did all he did in the first place. Many told him time to time that his ways were recognized, but he couldn't recognize it, most importantly, just having the insecurity of what generations before him had as well. So those 6 months of hearing, "No, Lenny, you're a good kid," simply wasn't enough. Being told and seeing things the opposite way his entire life. Yeah, he was young, but what's being young when the world didn't care about age? Immediately going to his skin color, already being down about everything others wasn't probably even on about. The gang didn't see color, being of course looked down upon in the world as well, but his time with all was the first time he even heard anything positive about him. But to go back for a second, even then, again, he still had a certain reminder attached to him, like he didn't already know anyway.
We don't make the rule. They do.
So again, a chance. He didn't want to blow things, even with going down the path he did.
Arthur, what you think? I reckon me and Lenny try and find a way across the roofs, and if you'll cover us. Sure, go on.
So of course, Arthur and Lenny making this escape to be free. As many know, Lenny would be eager, and the rest is history.
We can get across here! No! Lenny!
Time, when it came to Lenny, always thought and was thought to be on his side. But really things would show to be a matter of time before anything else. Everything Lenny did was in his blood. He was raised to serve. Just things being used in a different field. He wasn't in chains, but mentally was. A lot of things again being passed down, being given a mindset that was a lose-lose. His eagerness and ambition was again to be accepted. But again, only having 6 months of success when it was shown.
Dutch, you got Lenny?
Oh, God damn them! We can't stop now, Arthur, or we're all dead!
How the hell did they give us the slip? Where the hell are they?
It's not until he was basically long gone, though, more confirmation that things were already what he wanted things to be. But again, him not being able to see it. As shown earlier, he wanted to be buried by friends, and he was right by Hosea, a guy that accepted him. When John found out, him being so promising also would show how much of a real loss he was.
Hosea. That still don't seem real, somehow. All them years. Arthur. He was like family.
Yeah, we lost young Lenny, too.
No. What a goddamn mess.
And for the ones that didn't, but Lenny was sent off how he wanted. But the problem was, his search for acceptance made him unhappy and at last to know about himself, never even ironically accepting himself. Down the line, it's even something to think about. The time Lenny spent on his path, if he knew his time was ending, would he have played things how he did? No. But again, he didn't realize he was already accepted. But of course, things being too late.
I didn't tell you before, but I saw a doctor. It's pretty bad. Well, it's gonna get worse.
Oh, Arthur.
Any day we can die, We're riding to break an Indian chief's son out of a cavalry fort. We could both die tonight. In a way, it is a gift to know. In a way, you were lucky.
Sure don't feel like that.
You still have time to make amends. The others, Hosea, Lenny, Sean, all them, they didn't. And what about the Calendar boys? Both killed trying to escape Blackwater? A more vicious pair of bastards than ever was. And that's all they ever were and will be.
Maybe.
You're lucky. You got the chance to do something better.
Lenny wanted acceptance, only went far to Vanderlyn and them. And even that came with being on the run and outcasted from the world, knowing he couldn't be accepted outside of them. The things he did accept was things that brung him down. He was proud of his skin, but accepted how he was seen. He was proud to avenge his father, but accepted he had to become what wasn't wanted and add more reason to fight. Those things alone was what made Lenny Summers go so young.